Alright guys, welcome back. So let's try out building the AKM in the cheapest way possible, okay? So what I'm gonna do is first start from the stock side and then move on towards the muzzle and the scope. That's where we're gonna end the video, okay? So the stock over here by custom is the AK stock, which I got from the market over here. What you can do is further modify this. Either you can add the AK-74 in stock or you can add the AKM stock. It depends on you. The AK-74 stock, there's an increment, a +1 point addition on the horizontal recoil, okay? But in the AKM stock, the +1 point goes towards hip fire stability. That's the only difference, and it only costs you around like 478. That's around like 500 coins. Now let's move on towards the pistol grip. Multiple pistol grips you can see over here. I usually, if I'm going for the best builds, I usually add the RK3, the AK12, or the AK Industrial. Okay, but these all cost around like five. This costs around like 5k. The AK12 is going to cost you around like 5k. That's approximately. The RK3, let's check it out. It's going to be like 4. Yeah. Saw Tactical, as you can see, gives us such a good score for the ergonomics and the hip fire stability, and that too with a 50% low price. Okay, so you're gonna get this in like 2k, 2.3k coins, right? So yeah, we're done with the stock, the pistol grip. Let's move on towards the handguard. Multiple handguards for the AK series. Okay, usually if I'm going for the better builds, I add the AK modular one or the AK custom one or the AK, the series one, this one. But what they have done is that they have also added the AK handguard, this AK handguard, which just got released. But that's for like 4k. The best part is that this particular handguard, it increases your recoil, both the horizontal and the vertical recoil, and also gives you a big boost on the ergonomics. Okay, so that's a very good plus point on that. So what you can do is that you can go with the AK handguard. The AK modular one is gonna cost you around like 4.5. The AK handguard 4.7. AK series one does the same job as well, but that's for like 6k. Okay, so yes, either you can go with the AK modular or the AK handguard over here. Depends on you, but both cost around like 4k. There's not much of a difference. One costs around like 4.7k, which is the AK one, this particular one, what you're saying, and 4.5 for the AK modular one. Okay, depends on you which one you want to take. So let's just go with the AK modular one, just for the sake, because we're not giving in coins for the stock, and we haven't given that much coins on the pistol grip, which didn't matter because we got a a good quality one in like 2k only. So that's why we're giving a little bit more price on the handguard as well. But if you can control the recoil, if you're good at it, then I would just say that you can add this particular one or this particular one. You can play with that as well. Okay, but if you want like a little bit good score, so let's just go with AK modular one. Okay, pistol grip over here, sorry. Yeah, the front grip, not pistol grip. Yeah, so we see multiple grips over here. Okay, what you can do, the best thing is that in just like 2k, you can go with the alloy one. Alloy one gives you a big boost on the vertical and horizontal recoil. Again, okay, aluminum one, both give you the same stats with that, but the aluminum one is gonna cost you like 4k. Alloy one is gonna cost you 2k only. Okay, so you're saving again 50% low price are you getting with that. Now let's add the muzzle. The best muzzle that you can go with is the AKM flash. Okay, AKM flash costs around 1.9k. I usually add the AK precision one if I'm going for the better builds, but the AK precision one gives you like 4.6k. That's almost like 5k for the muzzle. So yes, we can go ahead with the AKM flash. Now you can add the charging handle as well. Since we're done with almost everything, let's add the optics or the scope over here. So we have, let me just remove this particular one. And now, as you can see over here, previously we had the AK receiver, but now when I attach the AK inline, you can see how the numbers rise up to 61, 61 for both the vertical and horizontal recoil, and we get a big boost on the ergonomics as well. Okay, so there's an increment in the points of the ergonomics. So that's what AK inline actually does. Now, what you can do is that you can add the scope onto this. Okay, what I would say is that with this particular word recoil, stats that you can see, uh, you can go with a 2x, or you can go with a red dot sight, or even 3x if you can control. Okay, now usually depends on how good you're controlling at the recoil. Okay, if you're using the gyro and if you're using the screen control as well, you can also control the 4x on this. Okay, but since we're going cheap on cheap with this particular gun, I would say let's just stick with the red dot sights. Okay, now SRDS is the best side that every player just chooses. So what you can do is that there's an alternative to SRDS, because SRDS costs around like 11K. The numbers also rise up to 15K even. Okay, what you can do is that you can add a cross mount, and then you can add a tri reflex. That does the same job just like the SRDS. Only that the red dot in this is a triangle, and it's a red like it's a fully dot in the red dot side. That is the SRDS. Okay, so that's the whole thing. You can also add the 2x scope, but that depends on your budget, which you want to do for the scope. What I would say is that you can go with the red dot sight even. Okay, magazine 30 round is enough for this particular cheap build. Okay, if you want, you can modify that further to the 100, the AK-40, AKM. That is the 50 round magazine, which is widely used, or the AK-73. Depends on you which one you want to take. Okay, so we're done with the build and everything. It's gonna cost you like 17K. That's much more cheaper than the AK-74 one which we built. So yes, let's just assemble this up. This is what our final build actually looks like, our cheap build. So yes, guys, if you did enjoy the video, if you did like the video, do share and subscribe, and yes, do test out this build, and do drop them reviews. Okay, you take care of yourselves and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.